Hey, what's going on, world? Welcome to A1 Sports Politics with your main man, K-Dub. Hope everybody's enjoying this beautiful day, and I hope everybody's enjoying the great sports that we're getting. With the World Series going on, man, come on, Dodgers. Let's take it, man. Let's bring it back to LA. Let's just get this championship. And with football being played at a high level, yes, my Eagles is playing very well right now. And with basketball just now getting started, being played at a high level, it's been litty from game one on. Now let's get into it. I'm going to get into this Washington Wizards versus my LA Lakers game last night. Now, this was a good game. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And it was a whole lot of drama going on before the game with Gortat turning his trigger fingers into Twitter fingers all on Twitter, calling out Lonzo Ball, saying that John Wall was going to torture Lonzo Ball in 48 minutes. Gortat, you started all this. But what about you? What did you do? As you can see, Gortat had an opportunity to posterize Lonzo, and he blew it. Now, all that talking you doing, you need to back it up yourself. Now, we'll get to that later. Now, let's get into the game. It was a good game, man. I really liked how my Lakers came out and played in the first half. I really liked how my Lakers started the game off, passing the ball around, getting that ball movement going. Getting that good, we're trying to build that chemistry. You know, we're still trying to find ourselves as a young team. Yes, the Lakers are. And since that we have Luke Walton, who came over from the Golden State Warriors and won them championship and has the experience, we want to get some type of little Warrior type of basketball going on. Not saying that we want to play just like them, but we want to be able to get the ball movement going, you know, passing it to the man that's open, the man that's open, shooting the ball and stuff like that. That really builds and gets a team going to where we can trust each other and things like that. And I like to see that from a young Laker team getting the ball movement going. Another thing that we did that was pretty impressive, we was rebounding. We was rebounding really, really good. And going into this game, knowing that Morris for the Warriors, their power forward, wasn't going to be playing. So by off top, we was going to be a bigger team by starting Lance and having Lopez down there. And that's why we was able to out-rebound them in the first quarter, 17-7. Now, Larry Nance was on the boards early. He got 2 putback ends back-to-back. And that's what we needed. Larry Nance, who ended up having a pretty good game with 18 points and 10 rebounds. Brook Lopez, man, come on, man. You only have one rebound? You got to do better than that in 9 points. But it's all right. Hopefully this will be his last year as a Laker. Now, no disrespect. I like Brook Lopez, but he's just not what we need in LA. We need DeMarcus Cousins. I can say this. I'm not a coach. I don't work for the Lakers. But we need to go get DeMarcus Cousins during free agency this summer. Okay, now back to the game. Now, Lonzo Ball, he was even in there. He got onto a good jump, rebounding the ball, ripping John Wall, getting the block. That's the type of stuff we like. And I really love to see this dude get involved. But on the offensive end, I would like for him to get more involved and get into the lane and actually pushing at a high level. Yeah, see, he do have a very, very, very good IQ, but we need him to push the ball. And let's get that showtime going, man. But I think once Lonzo find his rhythm and stuff like that, we'll start seeing that. We'll start seeing him push the ball, taking more shots, and getting everybody involved instead of just passing the ball to people and just getting out the way, letting them do their own thing. That's good. That's a good thing too as a point guard. But we want to see a lot more activity by Lonzo Ball, and I'm sure that we will see that. Now, Washington Wizards, the Washington Wizards, they're a pretty good team, and they was able to get going as well. It was a whole lot of back and forth going, and in the second quarter, when Meeks came in and hit back-to-back threes, I'm like, okay, now we got to think about something here, man. We got to do something about Meeks, and Meeks being an ex-Laker, and we know that dude can shoot. The second quarter, when the Lakers brought in the bench, they gave good energy, but that energy went down. We seen Randall only play 7 minutes in the second quarter. I don't know what happened. I know his body language was off, so I'm pretty sure that played a big part. And this play by Beal, this really, really turned up the Washington Wizards, got their momentum going. After the big dunk by Beal that got Washington turned up, I liked how Luke Walton called the timeout and slowed things down and called the play for KCP to get his revenge from after getting dunked on. And that was a pretty good timeout, you know, to get us back into the game. Good thing that KCP was able to make the three-pointer. And that's good by Luke Walton, a young coach, to be able to recognize, okay, let's call this timeout. Let's slow these dudes down before things get out of hand. And that was a great call by Luke Walton. Now, Alonzo Ball didn't have the biggest game shooting from the field, but he still was able to be involved by rebounding, playing solid defense, getting blocks, and getting his teammates involved and making big plays like this one. We all know that Lonzo Ball is capable of making plays like that. We've seen him do it all last year when he was a UCLA Bruin. These are the plays that these are the type of plays that the Lakers strategists do for him. We know he's always looking ahead. That's the point guard mentality. That's the IQ that's up here.
As the ball go off for a rebound, Ball eyes is already down court. He looks again, and he looks again. Fool. The ball is already gone with no dribble. Larry Nance already beat everybody back down court. Hooks up with Lance. Lance goes up with a strong finish. And it's an and-one. Counting. Huge play before halftime. Ball to Lance.
Now that was a great play. And a great pass by Lonzo, and that was a great effort and a great finish by Larry Nance. I'm sure we'll see more of that going on through the season. Once them two finally really hook up and get that chemistry right, it's going to be trouble. That was one of the big plays that my Lakers made before halftime. Jordan Clarkson, JC, he also made a big play going into halftime, being able to manage the clock with 15 seconds left before going into halftime, and he was able to hit a three at that and only left 3.6 seconds left on the clock. With that 3.6 seconds left on the clock, the fast, quick, maybe the fastest player in the league, I don't know, him and Westbrook is right there, but John Wall was able to convert a two-pointer off the 3.6 seconds left, and he was able to hit that and sent us into halftime, and that gave the Wizards a little lead. The third quarter was not the best quarter for the Lakers. Beginning of the second half, the Washington Wizards, they came out on fire. And I knew that they was going to come out on fire and try to get going. John Wall started getting going, started getting this little mid-range going, but this slam right here really turned it up. I like how Lonzo responded. He didn't get caught up. He wasn't trying to go right back at John Wall, or let me score, try to get no one-on-one game. That's what I like about this dude, Lonzo, man. He's young, but he's very, very mature. He went down right the next play, and instead of trying to go at John Wall, he was being a great point guard that he's going to be, and he dished it off to Lopez and got an assist. That's big by Lonzo Ball, and that's something to really pay attention to. And this dude, professionalism is all the way on the top right now. And he only 19 years old, about to be 20 in a couple of days. The Wizards got the Lakers that third quarter. Yes, they did. And going into the fourth, I was still looking like, where is Randle at? Like, where's Julius Randle at? He was still on the bench. But I'm like, come on, man. I really don't understand what's going on. Luke Walton said that in the previous game that Randle really didn't like that he was coming off the bench and stuff like that. I understand that. But let me just say this real quick. Larry Nance is a very, very good talent. Yes, he is. I love his energy. I like how he's around the rim all the time. Yes, I do. I like his effort. But he's not better than Julius Randle. I'm going to say they're neck to neck. They're right here together. It's not nobody's better and nothing like that. But being an athlete and coming off the bench after you just been starting for the past few years and you in your last year of your contract. I know it's a lot of things that's going on through his head right now, and I understand that. But like I said, when he was in the game in the second quarter, his body language was off. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But he entered the game with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, while the Lakers was down 10 points. Yes, we was down 10 points. The Washington Wizards went on one. And once Randall got into the game, it was like a game changer. Yes, it was. No, he didn't come in the game and score 30 points straight or nothing like that. No, but he came in with great energy. He kept his head in the game, played good defense, and that's what made us end up coming up with the win. One of the plays of the game. Lonzo Ball drove the ball hard to the rim, hard to the lane, dished it out to Julius Randle. Julius Randle hits a three. That gives us 90 points. Now the score is 91-90. Now, I'm okay, we had to foul. I'm thinking, no, do not foul Beal. We want to foul John Wall because we know Beal is a better free throw shooter than John Wall is. But surprisingly, we did foul Beal and he missed a free throw. Helped us get into overtime. Now, the bucket that got us into overtime came from Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram had a big, huge fourth quarter. Scored 11 of his 19 points in the fourth quarter. Yes, he did that. He was big. And he was determined. He backed Lonzo up behind all that yippee yappy that Gortat had going on before coming into the game. And he backed it up. And he was determined to score. And he was aggressive. He took it to the rack. And he started doing that. Brandon Ingram was going to the rack earlier in the game. And we kind of faded away from that. And we went back to it at the right time. And Brandon Ingram was waiting for his number to be called. And he delivered. He did that. Now, this is the play of the game that closed the casket. Because Washington, they act like they didn't want to win. And my Lakers wanted more. And guess who made the play of the game? Julius Randle. Here it goes.
But own the fact that that's contact. That's not clearly straight up. That's contact. And I missed it. You would like to see.
And there it is. Clutch defense by Julius Randle. Helped us win the game. And that was great, man. After him only playing 7 minutes in the first half, that's big for him to come to the game and be productive. Maybe it was a foul, so be it. Refs always miss calls all throughout the game, so I don't want to hear none of that. Gortat, who also missed a clutch dunk. That dunk that I showed y'all, that was clutch. That was in the clutch. And Gortat with all that missed the dunk. So be it. And the Wizards was able to get off a last shot.
Wall with 3 seconds. Wall will get it all. It's 3. Now go.
And Wall missed the last three of the game. Yes, he did. And that three could have took us to overtime, but it didn't. Another overtime, but it didn't. I don't know why teams do not just foul. If a team need 3 points, need a 3-pointer, just foul them. Send them to the line instead of letting them throw up a prayer and hit a game winner. I don't know why teams do that. But that's all I got for y'all, man. A1 Sports Politics. My Lakers looking nice, man. Let's keep it up, young Lakers. And I'll holler at y'all again. A1.